Joe, I have one final question. A lot of what you're talking about this evening is they're all the things that we need to do as we are preparing long before we actually do the resume and get that out there. I'm just wondering if there are some other sort of softer skills that we can work on in preparation for actually looking for a job. I mean, getting more comfortable with generally getting more comfortable with the online platforms, getting comfortable on Zoom, all the kinds of things or Zoom and other sort of virtual platforms.
Right.
Can you recommend some things that we should just be thinking about?
Well, I think you brought up a good point, and that's in response to the young lady that just asked you about networking events. There's some excellent Zoom groups that I'll put her in touch with that are very effective. They have breakout rooms. You get to meet everybody. It's, you just don't sit there for an hour and look at everybody. There's a lot out there that's going on. I have, let's see, Virtual Rebels. I'm thinking Catholic. There's 3 Zoom groups I know that are very good. And, again, if you're going to go in a Zoom group, you got to participate. So have them, give me a call. Networking is the same. It applies to the Zoom groups. So I'll be more than happy to send that out and people can take a look at it. It works, but it's important to get out there. People need to know you're looking. People have to, don't be embarrassed to tell people, look, Mike, moving on, my company's made a change, they've sold, or I was in a rift, whatever it may be. They don't tell people, they're not going to know. And if they don't know, how can they help you? Mm-hmm. So you got to be open about it. There's nothing to be embarrassed about today. It may make somebody feel embarrassed, but I got to tell you, people are so open today. They understand what's going on. They read it every day. They hear about it every day. And so don't let that get in the way of you connecting with people and telling them what you're looking for, because you never know. So, and soft skills for Zoom, it's all networking. You just have to put yourself, you don't have to put your left foot forward and your right hand out. You just have to be very verbal and get people to know who you are and connect with people. You go on these Zoom calls and if there's somebody on there that you think could be a good connection, don't hold it back. Reach out to them. I do that all the time. I send emails to people after I've spoken to them. I want to talk to you. I'd love to know more about what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be, I'm looking for a job. It could be, I really would like to know more of what you're doing and share with you who I am and what I'm doing. Makes it easy.
I was just going to add, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, Joe, that, when you are getting more skillful at networking, you will inevitably get more skillful at talking about who you are and what you're comfortable doing and that kind of thing. And sometimes people, it's kind of daunting to just get out there and just start talking about yourself, but it is the most direct path to having somebody know who you are and what your skills are. And I just think learning and practicing how to talk about yourself and what you do well, and also knowing what you don't want to do are really important parts of the process.
Let me throw one more thing in there that's important. When you meet up with somebody in a networking event, before you start talking about yourself, ask them who they are. Mm-hmm. Get them to talk about themselves. See if there's some similarities there that you can attach to. But you don't want to jump in and throw yourself right into the water. Let them move forward. And look, they feel the same way you do. But if you ask them, they'll open up. So that's the best way to start in networking, is to ask people who they are.